Greetings and welcome to episode 1 of my Empire Total War Darth mod Spain campaign, and this, my friends, is going to be the brand new campaign that I spoke about a couple of weeks ago that I wanted to get started. And there's two reasons why I wanted to do it. First, I've always wanted to play Spain, one of the biggest nations to start with, as it were. But also, it is also one of the most requested Let's Plays I have ever had in any of my campaigns, any single campaign. Every time I've started a new campaign, I've always got a message, or I've got a request, please Malik, can you play as Spain or as France? If you want to see a really superb French campaign, my good friend Alan Knight, Alan is currently doing a French campaign. It really is an excellent campaign, it really is. I've watched every single one of his videos for that campaign. It is a brilliant campaign. You'll see Alan's channel there on the right hand side of my in my channel down there, so the other channels that I support and watch as well. So if you want to see a really good French campaign, then Alan's doing an excellent one there. But I've always wanted to do Spain, because I even got a message this morning saying, Malik, please, when you do your next Let's Play, can you please do Spain, because not many people do Spain for Empire anymore. And your wish is my command, my friends. Of course, this is our channel, so whatever you if I can do a campaign to really that many of you want to see, I will definitely do that. Don't think that any of the other campaigns are going to stop. They're not. I know there's a Russian campaign due very soon. That will be coming. What I'm going to do, I'll do the Spanish campaign, and then I'm going to do my Great War mod, and then rush my Russia campaign with that. None of my campaigns will end. I know probably many of you are thinking, Mally, you've got so many on the go at the moment, but my friends, the way I see it is, variety is the spice of life. It just keeps things nice and fresh, and we can also move things around, so we can have 3 or 4 episodes of one and 2 of another. We can always move things around and slide them out, but it just keeps things nice and fresh as well. It keeps things different as well, and this definitely is a different campaign. As you can see here, we're on world domination at the moment, so as you can see, we've got world domination as all of them, 50 regions by 1799, including Spain. We've got starting 9 starting regions. We've got the highest difficulty on both campaign and battle difficulty, as well as all the campaigns will be. As you can see, we've got quite a diverse amount of land here, and you're probably thinking, well, Malice is going to be really easy. You've already start off with an absolute titan here within the this era with a lot of land. Believe me, it is not going to be an easy campaign. Far from it. Although Spain looks strong, it really is not as strong as you might think it is. It really isn't, and it's up against quite a lot of problems, really straight off the bat. So we really are not going to be walking through Europe and all the other territories that easily. We really are not. I know it looks easy, but it is not going to be an easy campaign. Far from it. Mainly because of the diversity, the way all these lands are spread out. They're so far away from the homeland, the main support as it is. Many of them are going to be difficult to hold. Many of them are not even going to be worth holding. But we're going to have a plan. We've got a strategy already, and I'm going to discuss it. This episode will be discussing what we're going to do. We're going to look how much money we've got, what we can, our diplomatic status, what we can upgrade, what we can with our economy, our infrastructure. We're going to look what we can possibly give away, or not give away, but we can trade, maybe land away to maybe to get some diplomatic negotiations going with another nation, as it were. Just give ourselves some time here. When you see this, it is not, as you can see here from the description here from the start, Spain is staunchly Catholic, so it explains why, for all its wealth, Spain is economically backwards. In other words, Spain might have a massive income, but it is not allowed to use that income in the way it is meant to be used, mainly because of religious reasons, as it were. So we really are up against it. We've really got to try and change the dynamic there of how the country is run. We've got a lot of work on our hands here. I'm going to require all of your help, my friends. I really am going to ask for all your help here. All of you are fantastic commanders. I'm going to need your help with this. So when we get into this, we're going to go through everything bit by bit with a fine-tooth comb. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to see where we can go from there. Now, I'm initially just going to start with 2 episodes for this. If you want 3 episodes, as always, let me know down there in the description, my friends. I will definitely do 3 episodes just to start this campaign off. But don't think any of the other campaigns are going to stop. They're not. They're all going to continue. But of course, I just wanted to try and get the Spanish campaign as well. With Christmas coming up as well quite soon, things might slow down a little bit for me in terms of being able to get all of them out. So I wanted to be able to have a diverse selection of campaigns, so if I put out a campaign, at least I know that I'm going to be able to get a few out for over Christmas and the New Year, and that's going to be able to keep things ticking over on the channel. So I want to try and get out as much as I can then and in the future as well, my friends. So let's begin this brand new campaign, Spain, my friends. And what a challenge it's going to be. It might look easy on the map. It might look like we've got a huge amount of wealth, a huge amount of sort of land. Believe me, wait until you see what we've got, and then you will see that it's not going to be easy at all. It really isn't. Okay, so let's start right out. Let's start out with what we've got in terms of land first. Let's start out. Of course, we've got the absolute heartland here, the motherland, as it were. Madrid here, Spain. And you would, we've got some good. Okay, we've got a barracks which has been upgraded to the sort of second amount of you can upgrade here. And look at, oh my goodness me! And it really is. Spain does have some of the finest troops you can get in any of the armies at all. I mean, these just are absolutely beautiful to look at. Look at this. Some wonderful troops here. Look at these troops, all of them light skirmishers, fantastic. The Catalonia regiment, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Irish regiment, straight off the bat, Regiment de Seville, look at that, already a super regiment. Look at that, what a wonderful regiment that is here. Cazadores, now you have to excuse any of my sort of Spanish or Spanish speaking viewers for my pronunciation, which will, of course, as always, be absolutely horrific. I don't mean to be, but I really am lousy pronouncing sort of other nations' names, and I don't mean to insult, I really don't. We've got Irish Brigade, not the best, it's more of a militia. This would be used as more of a militia, Irish Brigade. We've got line cavalry, line infantry, oh, what the difference is here? I don't think there is much, but the reloading skill is much better. The defense of this line infantry is much better than this one here, but this one can reload much faster. And it's also, but they cost the same, and I think their charge bonus on this is slightly better as well. But we're going to use both. We've got dragoons. Look at that! What a wonderful sight! Look at that! Aragon volunteers. Look at that! What a wonderful sight! It really is. And some, later down the line, some of the elite troops the Spanish have, they just give you goosebumps. They really do. They are absolutely incredible. So as you can see, we've got Madrid, obviously the heartland here. We've got our nearest neighbour, Lisbon and Portugal. We have definitely got plans for Portugal here. Not straight away, but we've definitely got our eye going to be on Portugal here. Then we've got Gibraltar, which is really important for us here because it gives us semi-control of the Gibraltar Straits here, between this sort of the area that sort of brings the East Atlantic convoys into the Mediterranean Sea. On the other side of us here we have, of course, Morocco. So the Iberian Peninsula, as it were, my friends, here down here. And we are, again, keeping our eye, and we are definitely looking to turn our gaze to Morocco here, so we can control the entirety of the Moroccan sort of strait, the Gibraltar Straits, as it were, under Spanish control, under Spanish lock and key here, so that our fleets can move in and out, our trade can move in and out here freely, without harassment or haranguing, as it were, my friends. So we could definitely be looking at Lisbon and also Tangier, Morocco here. As you can see, we've already got some ships. We'll look at our sort of military assets later. We've got Granada here, which is a craft workshop. We then have here, oh look at that, we've got ironworks, which is excellent already. We've got that. We've got some farmlands here, which definitely need upgrading pretty substantially here. We've got some wineries. I believe there's another farm. It is. Oh, we've got a school here in Salamanca, which is excellent to see, so that's definitely going to be a bonus here. We've got a church here as well. Now, religion does play a huge part here within the Spanish campaign, but I don't think, to be honest with you, religious happiness here gives us 1 here. But to be honest with you, I'd rather use this probably as either an economic or as a research facility, and upgrade a research facilities we got here potentially. So I have to definitely make a decision on that later. As you can see, we also have Cartagena here, which is also already bringing quite some nice here, especially from New Spain, from the New World, as it were. So we've Spain and with Gibraltar already looking pretty good here. Going to give us a good springboard here for later on in the campaign. Now we moved in deep into the Mediterranean here. Here we got Sardinia here, and that's definitely under our control. We've got a mine here as well, a silver mine, dare I say, bringing in quite a lot here. So we definitely want to hold on to Sardinia if we can. This definitely is also, not only is it a good economic asset to us, but it's also a very vital sort of strategic holding here in the Mediterranean. We control, not control, but we have a large presence here within the Mediterranean by holding Sardinia. And of course you can see here France is allied with us, which is excellent. So our northern sort of frontier is quite well protected. And we also have Milan here as well, which we do control. We do have an army here already, or sort of a strike force as it were. Are we at war with any of these here, or are we at peace? We're at peace with all of these here. What I used to deem the Viper's Nest here, when you're opposing Spain, it can be pretty brutal to dig out of here. But Milan, which is a nice quiet area here, protected by some other sort of nations here, that people have to fight pretty hard to get into Milan. So we might use Milan again as a place where we just absolutely ramp up our strategic holdings here, because it does give us again access to the Adriatic Sea, but also potentially to Rome. And leading on to that, my friends, we have Naples here, and actually this is a very nice little, so not little areas, I dare say that's very disparaging of me of Italy here, because Italy is not little at all. But as you can see here, this is going to give us some quite nice income here in Naples. So we really want to try and keep peace. But if we imagine if we could reunite all of sort of Italy under Spanish rule, what a wonderful sight that would be. It really would be fantastic. Which is definitely we might look at further down the line doing here, especially bringing Rome under our control. Then we truly would be in charge of quite a lot of the Mediterranean. We've got the Knights of St. John down here, who definitely could be helping out here. We've got Ottomans just across the Adriatic here, on our eastern sort of flank as it were. Then we've got the Austrians, we're at peace with them. We've got the Bavarians, we're allied with the Bavarians, is always good. Venice, peace with the Venetians. And of course then we've got sort of, we're moving in into the sort of the, you know, the eastern front as it were here. And then we've got up here, of course we've got France we're allied with. We've got Strasbourg here. We've got the Netherlands we're at peace with. We're at peace with Britain, which is excellent. We've got Denmark, Sweden as always, my friends. It's standard fare here, but we are at peace, but there they are. And this is where I come to our overall strategic goal, and that is the removal of the Barbary states. We as Spain, our mission is to take and remove the Barbary states in its entirety here. We're going to claim North Africa here for our own. Algiers, Tunisia and Tripoli here, all of ours. This is going to be for all of us. It's going to be Spanish held territory. We're going to make it our goal to bring North Africa and indeed Morocco again, which is part of North Africa anyway. We're going to bring all of this under our control, all of this giving us, you know, a lot of access here on the sort of southern sort of straits here of the Mediterranean. Bringing this under Spanish control would give us a huge strategic initiative here in the Mediterranean. Not so much as it were economic, because you know there's not a great lot of economic sort of power coming from here. This is more of a strategic holding here, so we're definitely going to be looking at that as well. So and we've also got Brussels here. Now this is a long way from us here. Brussels is a, we would probably have France coming to aid us if we wanted to help Brussels. Whether we want to hold Brussels or not is really up for debate here. I really am in two minds what to do here. Would we give Brussels to the Dutch here? Mind you, they've got it's a pretty nice wealthy area, because you can see Luxembourg is wealthy, average yield farm, prosperous town here in Ghent. We've also got here Antwerp as well, which is a shipyard, which we could convert to a port. But it means we'd have to convert probably to a military governor's encampment to make sure we were able to hold this. Irish Brigade. We haven't got any line infantry down here at all. It's all militia. That would pose a problem. We could probably upgrade further down the line as well to line infantry. So just definitely think about that. And then we're going to move to the New World. Now we do have holdings in the New World here. Of course you have Florida, which again are at war with the Cherokee, and they're going to come for Florida pretty hard here. And that is definitely something we need to consider here, what we do here. Because Florida can be held. Colonial line infantry, that is actually not too bad at all here. We've got some pretty good units here, including the natives, who definitely would help us against their... Oh, we've got frontiermen as well. Oh, these would be excellent fighters. So we have to decide whether we want to hold Florida, because Cherokees are going to come for us pretty hard here. And whether we won't upgrade any of this at all until we decide what we're going to do here. We'll probably move this Catholic missionary into Cherokee nations to try and stir up some religious unrest. We have a fleet here, again a sloop and a fifth rate, not the best at all, dare I say, but we do have New Spain here, which is under our protection, and my word, they are absolutely bringing in the money by a huge amount here. New Spain is absolutely exceptionally rich here, but as you can see, they're not really making most of their wealth here at all, which is a little bit disappointing. We've got the Dutch here as well in Punda. Of course, the fiendish pirates, which are which will be a menace to us if we get rid of these. We have Santo Domingo here, Hispaniola. And again, we're going to have to make most of all of this, but Cuba really will be the absolute jewel in the crown here in the Caribbean. It really can be and is a real powerhouse when it comes to the economy here from this region. It can be absolutely exceptionally bringing a huge amount of wealth into us. But look at that, oh my Gordon Bennett, Marine Grenadiers, oh, you just get the goosebumps. I mean, look at that, what a sight that is. That's a wonderful sight. Look at that. We even get colonial militia, not brilliant, but they look fantastic. Got cannon 3-pounders, 12-pounders. We can get marines here, which would be very nice, especially if we're going to look at conquering the rest of the Caribbean, because we are going to be looking at conquering the Caribbean here, especially if Britain goes to war with us. And Britain has Rupert's Land here, but eventually they may take over the 13 colonies, and that would be quite the war we would have there. So we've got to set ourselves up well here. So that is pretty much all of the land we've got. Of course, we've got New Spain. We're allied with them; they're protectors. So we got New Spain as default, but then we can't really do anything with. We can't dictate what they do, what they build, anything like that. There's, they are an independent nation just under our protection, as it were. So we have to focus on what we're doing. What happens to New Spain will have to happen to New Spain. And if another nation tries to conquer it, we'll try and help, but we're not going to be sort of beating ourselves up trying to save them. We will have our own goals, our own missions, our own sort of strategic initiatives, as it were, our own operations. And New Spain will have to fend for itself to a point. As long as it keeps the money coming in up to a point, it's not too bad at all. What they're bringing in here, 1,253 right here. Yeah, 1,253. We're actually making more money on our own here from Cuba and Santo Domingo than we are getting from New Spain, but still every little bit helps. We've got Louisiana, so we're at peace with quite a lot of people here, which is quite nice to see. And talking of peace, of good diplomatic relations, this will definitely be important. Austria, hostile with Austria, not good. France, very friendly. We've got an agreement here, an alliance with them. Great Britain are unfriendly, which is not good for us. Maratha indifferent. All of these are indifferent to us. Poland, Ottomans, Portugal are unfriendly. We might be able to turn that around. We're going to watch Portugal. We don't want any wars with them unnecessarily. Prussia is unfriendly, indifferent Russia, indifferent Sweden, unfriendly 13 colonies, and hostile. That's going to be difficult right there. That's a war we don't really want. They're at war. Their allies are Austria and Britain, so they go to war with us. So we might have to trade off Brussels just to pacify the Dutch. We don't want to be fighting any long distant wars, not yet. Morocco are exceptionally hostile towards us, but everybody else is either friendly or indifferent. So I wonder if we can get trade eventually with Morocco. So that's our diplomatic relations. Not a glowing report, not brilliant, but we can turn this around if we just play that diplomatic game very well. And let's have a look at our income here, which, oh my goodness me, that is absolutely abysmal. Our tax income is only 3,402. For a nation this size, that should be quadruple that amount. Absolutely quadruple. We're only rich. And our treasury is only 7,000 to start off with. That is pathetic. It really is absolutely pathetic. So we've got a lot of work to do on our economy. The trade is not very good either. The army upkeep is just monstrous there. I mean, that's a monstrous army upkeep already. Navy upkeep, not too bad. Luckily we've got other stuff coming in from negotiations and protectorates and that, so that's not too bad, like New Spain, of course. And our allies are Bavaria and France. Now France is a good ally to have. We're at war with Plains Nations, Cherokees, Barbary States and pirates. Trade partners in New Spain, France and Genoa. protectorates as New Spain. Our policies. Now, I think the nobility can really take this hit here, to be honest. We may have to upgrade our taxes here for the nobility, but we'll see here. Oh, minus to put down. The effect here is minus 8% to town wealth. So in other words, that's really going to hit us. If we were to lower the tax rate, what would that be? Minus 4. So that might actually, if we lower the taxes, that would increase our town wealth. Let's have a look what that will do. It's 1,099 there. Let's just quickly put that back to there. 1,233 the income. I think we're going to keep it as it is at the moment. But we might work on those taxes eventually. Maybe adopting the trickle-down effect, is which I think it was Jarius said that when his campaigns he used the trickle-down effect, where he set the nobility, sort of the upper classes tax on was 0, and it sort of helped expand the sort of populace very quickly. We might adopt that at some point in the future, but now we're going to keep it as it is. Ministers. Now let's have a look at ministers. Not a good head there of government. The treasury is not too bad at all. Oh, that's a rubbish justice. That is pathetic. The army is excellent. The navy is excellent. America is very good as well. It's an absolute monarchy, so we can push people in and out as we see fit here. Bon voyant. I think one of these gentlemen is going to be replacing justice. We definitely don't want that gentleman there in treasury. A jughead. Stallholder. -1, +1 happiness. Stallholder. I think he might be a good candidate, actually. Mind you, he is pretty good as well, but this gentleman here, +1 to middle classes, +1 happens to lower classes, minus. No, I think we shall use Fabricio Nunes. He shall be in Eliseo Barulius. He's not pretty good as well, but he's got -1 to nobility. And I think he might be pretty good there, but I think what we need to do is bring in this gentleman into justice. That's much more like it. And can we indeed? We can indeed. So I might bring this gentleman here into the head here, to sort of the prime minister role, as it were. He's not really done anything at all, is he there? But still. It might be pretty good, but no, we'll keep this as it is. We definitely want this gentleman here to keep the repression and the town costs down, and the maximum repression bonus high as well. Let's go trade. France, Genoa, and Spain, and New Spain. Pretty good here, especially with France. That's excellent. And it's overland as well, so it can't be cut off, which is always good to have. We've got that direct contact with Spain here, running across the Pyrenees here, straight into Paris, which is excellent for us. Now, excuse that, my friends. Text. I should have turned my phone off. Let's have a look at research and development here. We've only got Salamanca here. I think it would be wise for us to immediately go into plug bayonet as standard. We're going to look to push the military sort of research technology as quickly as we possibly can, and then we're going to probably open up another school. I think we might remove that the religious school we've got and make it into another. So we've got at least 2 research buildings, at least 2 schools. So we're going to go straight to plug bayonet. We haven't got any agents at all. We definitely want to bring, I think we're going to make this church school here into research technology as well, because that's going to prove pretty vital to our campaign here. Now, I think the first amount of money we're going to get here, we're going to invest within Spain itself, and we're also going to definitely going to increase our, oh my goodness me, look at that. Spanish Infanteria de Marina, look at that, oh my word, that is exceptional to get straight off the bat there. Corso Terrestre. Oh my word, gorillas, look at that. Not brilliant, but ooh, gorillas here. Oh, look at this. We can get 4 of them. Oh my goodness me. I think first of all we need to invest in our economy here. So 2,000 in what we get ironworks, 600. This will give us 562. We've got a school there. I think we'd invest straight away in the ironworks here. Oh, Spanish bandits. Oh, Company of Gesteres shotgunners. What? I tell you what, the things you can get with the Spanish are just exceptional. Oh, we're going to have a lot of fun here. So we've invested here in Spain, which I think we definitely need to do. How much is the farm here? 300. We'll do that as well. Let's get things running here. Now, Sardinia we can leave for the moment. What's the infrastructure like? We can get moved to cobble roads eventually. Right here in Naples. Governor's residence. And again, we're not going to be rushing into... Actually, we can get rid of this gentleman's school here as well, I think. The religious buildings are going to be turned into economical buildings. We've got 300 of a peasant farm. So the farms we can definitely invest in here. Iron workshop of 900 here in Milan. But again, we're not going to do anything here. Here is going to be a difficult proposition. What's that bringing in for us? 645. We just need additional ports here. They're hostile towards us. They really don't like us at all. They've got a huge army here that's just waiting to pounce, because they can just combine these here. We don't really have anything here at all. I wonder if we had maybe... What have France got here? Physocracy. They're so strong here, the French. They really are. Who are their allies? Just us. We're going to leave that as at the moment as it is. And I think what we will do is we'll cross over to Cuba here. We're going to move this ship. Look at that pirate. Look at these pirate fiends here. They're going to give us some trouble. Come on, gentlemen, please. We have Britain here as well. We don't want to get involved in any wars with Britain just yet. We get some basic roads in Cuba. Now Florida as well. What about here as well? In Hispaniola. Basic roads here as well. Oh, ooh, look at that tobacco. What is the price of tobacco at the moment? 15. One of the best actually. Not too bad at all. But that's going to cost us quite a bit there to bring that up. In Florida we're going to leave untouched here, but we might just get one regiment here of colonial line infantry here, just to boost the garrison there. What we don't need is we're just going to remove disband this one here. We're going to look at bringing in this militia here, the colonial militia. Start upgrading our assets here. Great Britain is unfriendly. We're request an alliance with Britain. No, I didn't think so. There's a quick little gesture there, but no, I didn't think they were going to. We could see ourselves in a war here at some point. Now what we do need to do here is invest in the army here. Irish Brigade. And these guerrillas will definitely prove useful to us. These guerrillas, they are fantastic. So we're going to go for some guerrillas here as well. That's all we can pretty much do at the moment. We're going to bring General Francisco Castillo Fajardo here, back to Madrid. I think we'll move the navy we have here, which is not brilliant by any means, to here. And we don't need 2 shipyards here, we just need the one. So we're going to convert one of these to this one here at Cadiz. The one in Gibraltar we're going to keep here, Sandy Bay. We're going to convert this one now into a port to increase our trade. And to be honest with you, my friends, that is as much as we can do at the moment. But now we are at the mercy now until we can get ourselves organised here. I've got a feeling that the Dutch are going to declare war on us pretty quickly here. And that is not going to be healthy at all. Mind you, France will probably come to our aid, which would be good, but I'm not sure what France can really do here. The Dutch are quite strong here. We don't overlook that at all. What have they got here? We've got our spy here, so let's have a quick look what the Dutch have got here. Wilhelm Gravensaad. So we've got to just, that's all we can do at the moment. We definitely want to try and creep 5299 here. We can't get any more trade with anybody else because, well, ports, we need additional ports here. That's why we're trying to convert some of these to ports. We don't really have the, that's why we need to get Porto here. We need to try and take Lisbon here as quickly as possible. That will give us additional ports here. Actually, who are Portugal allied with? We could probably get trade. Oh, the allies of Great Britain. We could trade with these, I wonder. They're in front. Let's have one last try. No, not yet. We could get overland agreement with them, but we definitely want to look at. And for that, to that end, let's have a look what they've got here. They don't have a fantastic army here, so we might hit Portugal quite quick. Mind you, that would bring Britain into the foray, which we're not really ready for just yet. But my friends, I think we can end this turn, our very first turn, which we haven't got a lot done just yet. But we know we're moving in the right path here. With the sort of North Africa going to be our main goal. We're going to try to leave Central Europe alone. If the Dutch want to try and take Brussels, or even take Brussels from us in a more diplomatic route, we might be up to offers here. Let's end the turn. But in France, look at France. They've got that's a powerful force right there. Where are they going with that? Oh, look at that, straight away. Excellently done, excellently done. Major provinces. Well, why would they be at war with us immediately? That's because they want to take Brussels. Ah. We'll take that. 13 colonies, Louisiana, Persia, Morocco, Mughal Empire. We can't trade with any of these great nations just yet, but hopefully if we get ourselves organised here, we can indeed. Oh, look at that, the Barbary states are an absolute menace to Venice. They're moving in immediately there. They're absolute the pirates are absolute fiends. Okay, they've raided that. That's why we didn't upgrade any of these at all. I wonder if this garrison here can hold against these. I think we probably could here. 6255. If we're going to dig in here and hold this, then well, let's do it. Get basic roads in here. Let's at least do it properly. We're going to have ourselves keep those in there for the meantime. Although I'm not a oh, there's definitely some frontiermen. So we'll have one of those and a frontierman. It looks like that's as many as we can get there. We can get 2 of these colonial line guerrillas in Florida and Cuba and Spain. Excellent. Actually, what have we got coming in now? 5587. We've increased our tax income pretty nicely there. You know about that. War declared Maratha in Portugal, which is excellent. Prussia and Austria, which is excellent. That'll keep them tied down. And Prussia and Poland, again, that'll keep them tied down for a good amount of time there. Got basic roads here in Cuba. Got our fleet here as well. And here. Can't really do anything down here in here yet, but I wouldn't mind to take Portugal as quickly as possible. They're already moving up to barracks here already. Irish regiment, line infantry here. We had a Regimento de Sevilla. Oh, Regimento de Soria. What? 1826. I think we might have some more of these elite units here as well. Ho ho ho, I'm a big fan of the Spanish here. Look at the armies they've got, they're absolutely exceptional. We'll have, actually let's make their support first. We do anything else. We've got that fine balancing act here. We've got this gentleman here which we're not using, which was foolish of me. Let's brought that down there, excellent. This here can also be made into a school for research. 1581. I think we will increase our, we'll have the Regimento de Sevilla here. That is very nice, it really is exceptional. Now what do we do here about Brussels? Because our income will go down here, our tax income, because what's that bringing in here? 645. No, I don't really, we can't really afford the wars just yet. Oh look at that, 295. Okay, but what if we could give them the region here of Flanders? Mind you, we've got Spain, we've got France helping us as well, but France's forces are all over here, so they're not going to be coming to our aid anytime soon. I wonder if we could hold against this Dutch force here. Provincial cavalry, which we could get, but I can guarantee they're going to come for us. We're going to lose a good amount of money here if we give this up, but if they attack us, especially with this full stack army, we might do that anyway. And to be honest with you, we don't really need to lower the war. That is a difficult decision to make here. Can we assassinate the general here? I don't know if we can do that. Let's try it. Damn it, he's been executed. So we've lost our spy, but there's a chance we try to make here. But that's a pretty good general they've got there. That's okay, we'll get another spy in the future. But it's difficult to know what to do. Do we give up Flanders here to the Dutch and get peace with them? Or will those come along and take it from us? Because their armies... Oh, it's like, well, we can put money into building our army here, but the chances are... Provincial cavalry. Might go for this provincial cavalry here. Let's see if we can hold Brussels. There's no guarantee we will, but we'll see if we can hold it. We've got this Spanish fleet here as well, a French fleet here. We're trying to build up Spain here as quickly as we can. We've got our eye on Portugal as well here. That's what we're building up our infrastructure, our forces here. Trying to get a good army. If we can get a good army here and take Portugal out, that'd be wonderful, especially if they attack us. That'd be absolutely fantastic. What about these other nations here? We've not really got nothing else going on here at the moment. Everything's pretty quiet and peaceful here. Can we trade with anybody else, I wonder? Morocco. Nope, they're not interested at all. They don't like us one iota, that's fine. Right, let's end the term, my friends. Let's see what happens. I have to keep a close eye on what happens here in Brussels. France is just sending... I'm not sure where they're going to be going, but somebody's going to be getting a visit from the French, possibly. Possibly the Netherlands. Oh, here we go. Here we go. If we can hold Brussels here, we might have a chance here of holding up the Dutch. No, New Spain. Come on now, New Spain. Nothing silly from you, Savoy, Morocco. Ooh. I don't mind if they're raiding, that's fine. They can raid all they want here. But will Westphalia... What's Westphalia going to do? Got the Barbary States and pirates. You just leave our Caribbean holdings alone. Okay, so it looks like we've got some spies working, operating in here. We're not going to be putting that much money into that. We're going to let that just go as it is. We've got a provincial cavalry here. Ooh. Oh dear. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Management Treasury. That is... Oh, -4 global tax. What? Comptroller. Why -4 global tax income? Not good. That's come down a fair bit there as well, but still. Oh, that's why, because that's been hit. Right, if we're going to do this, we've got to invest. What do we get here if we invested in that? If we could hold this region, Irish regiment. But if we're going to do this, let's do this properly here. It would appear they might be assembling an army here. Yeah, they got 2 provincial cavalry. But so have we. We need troops now. Have they got line infantry? Yeah, they've got line infantry. Drats. We might go cavalry heavy here and see whether we can hold this. That's obviously a spy in here. Westphalia, why are Westphalia here? Probably because they're going to try and help the Dutch. We get plug bayonets, then get ring bayonets as well then, which would be great. How long? One more turn here, 2 more turns there, 1 more turn to that. That will definitely soak up that. Oh, we can invest in this Weaver Cottage here, but that's a big investment there. But again, we need to get the homeland here up and running. Opera House. And an ordnance factory eventually. What about these other regions here? Sardinia is doing okay here. We can leave that. Actually, it's not doing too good at all, is it there? The tax burden here is what's hitting this. Oh, look at the iron workshop here, look at that. We could invest in the iron workshop here, that would bring in a huge amount of money for us. And actually what we're going to get here is a craft workshop. 600 here in Naples, and eventually we're going to upgrade this to an iron workshop here. Look at that, 1,200 Norwegian wealth. We really do need $3,400. And what's the tax income from this here? If we lower this here, But increase that there so that the yeah, that's more like it. We can take that hit there slightly, that's okay. We want to offshoot that, we don't want to be losing any of these here. They can take that tax burden. Everything else is under control here. And what about in here? The gentleman can move into Milan. Are we going to hold on to Naples? Brussels even, I wonder if we can here. We've got another provincial cavalry in on production here, or in training should I say. If we make this a governor's residence. But do we need to do that just yet? I don't think we do just yet. Oh, we might get these gentlemen here just to help Gibraltar. Why Morocco has moved out there I'm not sure, but we might be able to take Morocco straight off the bat there. That really would be a wonderful take for us here if we had to be able to take that. What if we can move in and take who's Morocco got? No allies at all. We could take Morocco straight away. What an absolute wonderful take that would be straight away. I think we might try and take Morocco straight away. Let's move the army down here we've got here. It's more than enough to take out that there. We've got recruitment here, nothing at all. Nothing we can upgrade here yet. We might as well just continue our recruitment here. We've got to be careful that we have that fine balancing act here. We don't want this to grow too much where it gets out of proportion. Then we'll keep things as they are and try and invest in into our economy more. Anything else we can invest in here? If there isn't, what we will do is we'll invest closer to home. Florida is going to be a real tussle here. It really is going to be a real strong fight here. So I think what we would do is we'll recruit colonial line infantry here. We're going to try and hold Florida for as long as we can, especially with the walls we've got here. This fortification we got around the settlement there, which shouldn't be too bad there at all for us. That's all we can do at the moment until this here is built the school, and also we've got one more turn to the iron workshop and also the port is one more, so that'll open up our trade a bit more. Let's end the turn, my friends, see what happens here. There's France, Austria. My problems is here we go. No, nothing yet from them. Nothing yet from them at all. So that's going to give us additional time here to build up. But they are assembling quite the force there. And Morocco is still emptying out. If we could take Morocco, imagine if we could take Morocco. Holy smokes, without even a shot being fired, it'd be fantastic. We would hold the Gibraltar Straits. Here come the Cherokees, but what the blazes is going on here? I think we might evacuate Brussels and give it to the Dutch, because we're going to get ourselves crushed there, and it's going to take all our men. Those men could be redeployed elsewhere. They're absolute fiends. Yeah, they're just going to continue hitting these here. Look at that, it's been absolutely smashed to pieces here. So I wonder if we were to give this up to the Dutch, because look, we got Westphalia, they're here as well. We can come back to the Dutch eventually. Maybe. Look at that. Excellent plug bayonets. Cadiz. Oh, excellent. Florida. That's good. So Saxony's been destroyed. Who destroyed Saxony? Ah. Austrians. +5 got this. Wow. Look at that, because we got that extra port. I wonder if we were to request peace. That's okay. And Britain are friendly with us. That doesn't mean they don't want to trade. Excellent. And we will keep... The Ottoman Empire is vast. We can get trade with the Ottomans. That's excellent. And I wonder if Portugal will be prepared to trade now. Indeed. I'm not prepared to start losing armies here. No, so they're going to we're definitely going to deal with Morocco. We don't want them on our doorstep. I think we're not going to go to. We don't want this war. This war is going to just absolutely just hit us for 6 here. We're going to invest our money elsewhere. We're going to, for peace, we're going to give Brussels to the Dutch. Now I know that some of you will be saying, Mala, try and stick it out as best you can here, but we're going to be up against 2 nations here, and one has got the power here to be able to just take Brussels from us. Obviously the French are not going to help us here at all, so we can just forget the French helping us. They're not going to help us at all. So for peace we might give Brussels up, and with this army then would be moved down to Spain, and that would give us the opportunity to build the army then and take Lisbon here, take Portugal, after we've taken Morocco. So we might lose a nation, we might lose a region here, but we'd be gaining Morocco pretty quickly here. So I think we just got to, you know, we've got to sometimes bite the bullet, as it were, and just take that hit. So we're going to offer for peace, and we're going to give the region of Flanders. Right, they're still hostile with us, but they've now got Brussels. Now that's got us peace here. We've given that up, that far-flung region there. Now where did they end up? They must have, yes, there they are. So actually that's given us a pretty powerful little force here now in Milan. We've got Enrico de Leon and Felix Gallas. We've got 2 generals here, and that's a pretty powerful force here. And to be honest with you, I think some of these gentlemen would be probably better suited being picked up by one of our ships here, and the Aguila Imperial. And we're going to move some of these gentlemen. Actually, we can't come in here. We need to get military access to Genoa. Yes. And I think who's out. So I think we'll bring Felix Gallas with us here. So this gentleman, we'll move to here in case the ship is attacked by the Barbary states. You never know. I think what we can do, 5, 6, 7, 2. So we will invest, I think, here, this iron workshop here in Naples. And what else have we got here we can invest in? Now the port here, look at that, already it's bringing in additional income. The school here is almost ready. What we need to do here is decide what we want else. We don't want carbines, that is absolutely useless. We do want ring bayonets as quickly as possible to bring us down to military syllabus, which will give us then drill school, which will open, oh my goodness me, grenadiers. Well, the first thing we're going to do here, or our last action here, which brings Gibraltar here, which we don't really need to do. We have a governor's residence here in Sardinia. That'll increase the bonus here, but I don't think we're going to concentrate more on things at home here. So Gibraltar's going to get a thing here. We're going to, as our last act of this first episode, my friends, we are going to besiege. We just quickly check Morocco. We've got no friends at all. Nope, no allies. It doesn't matter what we do here. So we declare war upon them. Oh, there's a Dagestan. That's fine. What the blazes? Of course they've got that. Demand surrender, of course. They're not going to be bringing that, but we are going to probably assault these gentlemen immediately. So we probably won't. We'll only be continuing the siege. We are going to attack straight away to remove this straight away off from our. We can take Morocco. We might have lost Flanders, but we'll have taken Morocco back. Bring Morocco under. Okay, we've lost that there, but that's fine. Santo Domingo. Can we increase the army here as well? I think we will colonial. We're going to hold Florida. We're going to allow the Cherokees just basically batter themselves against the walls here. We're not going to give it without a fight here, but let them just wander around here attacking here. But if they want to take Florida, then they're going to have to take it. It's going to be quite the fight for them. But my friends, I think we're going to end this episode here. It's been a productive first episode, not fantastic in any ways, but we've brought Morocco immediately under siege. As soon as we saw them pulling out here from here, it's prudent of us, strategically prudent for us to attack them immediately and try and get Morocco straight away under our control. I think we've got the forces to do it here. We've definitely got the troops. In fact, what we are going to do is we're going to pull these men into here, so we've got them additional, those shotgunners here. And we are next episode going to attack straight away here. We've got these 8-inch mortars which are going to pose a real problem for us. They're going to be absolutely crippling. We've got to attack. We can't allow the army that's moved out from Morocco to come back and support. We will lose it otherwise, so we're going to have to use the guns here to blow a hole in here and just absolutely try and use our cavalry we've got here to try and push through and take out these gentlemen here. Hopefully, my friends, we can do that. We're going to continue the siege. But my friends, that's the end of the first episode here. We've enjoyed it. If you have, please comment, like and subscribe. And as always, my friends, please keep your comments coming down below. They've been fantastic as always. I'm definitely need your help here on this one. We've given up Flanders, but we've done it for a reason, to get peace. But as always, my friends, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a good weekend. Whatever you're doing, please be safe. And until next time, my friends, bye for now.